Good morning and welcome to my crazy life. It's Lori and we're going to have a little bit of a car vlog this morning. Headed to work, 6:44, 72 degrees. I don't know if I like this lipstick color. It's a little light, whatever. I'm sleepy. I'm trying a new experiment. Can you see? Oh wow, I do have a little color on my arms. I am pasty white. Like, I don't tan. I mean, I do. I get a little bit of color, but it's pink, I guess, and nobody can tell. So everybody laughs at me and makes fun of me all summer long because I wear short sleeve shirts. I have on a fun little sundress, you know, or a little summer dress and blah blah. And your legs are so white. Yeah, I know, they're mine. So this weekend and this summer, Sarah was over this weekend at my house and we were watching some YouTube videos. And I had mentioned I gotta figure out how to get my legs to turn a color, preferably brown, not red. So she said I should try the Jergens Shower Wet Selfless Tanner, because Sunless Tanner. I have used a Sunless Tanner before, and I, like everybody else in America that's in my age group, I turned orange. My knees and elbows got like extra orange. It got streaky. So I was telling her this. I'm like, girl, I don't want to be streaky and orange for days until it's gone. I'm like, I've had really, really poor experiences with that. So we watched some reviews, and this Jergens brand gets some pretty good reviews. So we were going to the store anyway. We went to Target and it was on sale, so I bought some. I got the Jergens Natural Glow Face Cream with 20 SPF, which seems to be working, I guess. I can't really tell on my face. Yeah, I guess it's working. And then I got the Shower Wet Body. I was kind of bummed too because I had a $2.50 off coupon, but it was on the 10-ounce size, and apparently this self-tanner only comes in 7.5 ounce, whatever. So I bought it. I tried it yesterday. It was my first morning, and I'm sitting at work. You know, you don't see anything at first, and all of a sudden I look down and I've got a really dark patch around my ankle and foot. And then I looked at my other leg and I'm like water streaking in this tan of mine, which I can still see. I'm looking at my legs. I don't want to streak. I don't want splotchy. So I'm like, I'm going to persevere because this gets such good reviews, and maybe it's, you know, user error, probably user error. So watched a couple more reviews last night, took a shower this morning, got out, and I had it a little dry to get the droplets off. So my skin was still wet, but it didn't have like, because I think some of the streaking was from like water running down my leg when I was trying to rub in the lotion. So we tried again this morning. Now, I probably won't see anything until this afternoon if I jacked myself up or if I evened out my color. We'll see. I'm going to give it a solid week. It says to use it until you get the color that you want, and then use it every other day is what I was No, I heard that on reviews because I haven't read the back of the bottle. It's such a tiny little print. I guess that would help if I read the directions, but I didn't. I just went with what the reviewer said. So anyway, I'm trying this technique of, and like last night, because I know self-tan, even if you suntan, the dry skin, if you have dry spots like knees and elbows, ankles, tan differently. So last night when I came home from work, washed my face, and I have some oil that I put on my face in the summer. So I put lotion on my face, or this, it's called Emis. I'll have to show you the bottle. I got it on a cruise. It was rather expensive, but it's wonderful. It's frangipani oil, argan oil, coconut oil, some other oils. But it's solid. Like if it's cold in the house, it's solid. So I put it in my sink and run hot water over it to make it melt so that you can use it. And I mean, it soaks right in. It doesn't burn or hurt. It doesn't leave you feeling greasy. I mean, it does take a minute, but you can use it anywhere on your body, in your hair. Like if you wanted to do like a little treatment. I did not last night because I was going to bed, but you can put it in your hair. You can put it, now in the winter time, what I like to do is put and it's very potent, so you just need a couple drops, and it's a pretty decent sized bottle. I think it was like $53, but I put, so what the girl on the ship told me to do, because I had gotten a manicure and she put it on my hands, and I was like, whoa, mix it with my Aveeno. So you squirt Aveeno, and then you put a couple drops of this, rub it together to mix it, and then you can put it anywhere, and it helps everything absorb and stay in. So I really enjoy that. Apparently that was my morning tangent. But anyway, so I put lotion all over the rest, and I just used my Aveeno, and I lotioned up my body to try to get some moisture into it. So this morning when I put this self tanner on, or sunless tanner, I'm not sure why I keep calling it self tanner, it's sunless tanner, that maybe it'll go a little more even today. I mean, worst case scenario, I'm taking care of my skin this week, trying to get this stuff to convey. I've been taking pictures. I'm not sure how effective the pictures are going to be, just because lighting, and I think what I'm seeing at different lights is more dramatic. I did have one good picture where you could see, and I'll talk about it when I do a review on the product. I just have to give it a fair shake before I do. Now, one of the reviewers said that she was fair like me, and she bought the darker color, but the first store only had this lighter color. So when I went later to CVS to do some couponing, I bought the darker one. I'm not sure I'm going to need the darker one. The lighter one seems to really color me. But possibly this summer, if I do get some actual sun. I mean, I ride my bike. I do get out in the sun. I just, you know, I try really hard to wear sunblock. Whenever I'm out in the sun, I do wear a baseball hat because my hair is, my hair is super fine up here. You can't really tell because of all the product. Look at that, girl. That is some hairspray and some hair product. But you can see up in here, it's super fine. So my head burns. So when I'm out in the summertime, baseball hat. Always wear a baseball hat. And then I have these transition into sunglasses, and I also have sunglasses, and then I wear sunblock on my face. You know, when I was younger, I burned a lot. I just didn't have the, you know, we didn't have the knowledge that we have now as far as skincare, and I've had some sun damage removed here. They've burned it off 3 times on this side. I have another piece popping up over here and down here on my lip. It's coming up. And it's precancerous. I mean, we're catching it, and I'm diligent about going to the dermatologist and having things checked out that, you know, need to be checked out. If I find, like, if something pops up on my face or body, I do go in once a year and have it checked. It's just nothing to mess around with. And when I was young, so I live in Ohio. When I was young, we were competitive swimmers. So 7 of the 8 of us, 3 of my 4 brothers and my 3 cousins were all competitive swimmers. And the summer league was outdoors. And then when I was 10, we moved to Texas, you know, and I would go out and spend the entire day at the pool. I mean, this was a time when I would go by myself at 10 years old. I'd walk to the pool. My mom bought me a season pass. It was sewn onto your bathing suit. I would go, I would swim all summer. But I remember the first day that I went to the pool all day long by myself, I got 3rd-degree burns and ended up at the hospital. I was so sunburned. My nose, my lip, my cheeks were like peeling and seeping. Shoulders, I had horrible, horrible blisters. I had to wear like a tube top for days and days. They gave me some Silverdine cream to put on it to, you know, help with scarring and whatnot. But they just, you know, they had zinc oxide. That's all we had was an option. And you would color it, and you can put it on your cheeks here, and you can put it on your nose, but it was gross. It's what you use on diapers. I mean, it's diaper rash cream. It's super thick. It doesn't absorb, and when you touch it, it smears, and it's just goopy and nasty, and your hair got stuck in it. But that was the extent of what you had when I was a kid. So anyway, I guess the point is I don't do a lot of natural tanning. My arms will get color just because I don't, you know, I'll put on sunblock, but I'm not as diligent, I guess, with my arms than I am with my face and upper body. So that's that. We'll see how it turns out. I just want a little color. I don't need to be some goddess of golden tanness. I just need to have, I just want to have a little bit of glow. So what else is going on? Oh, not a whole lot. I'm trying to get, my craft room is a disaster area. I do film in there lately. I film at different places, but it's a disaster. I have couponing stuff everywhere, like products that I bought that I wanted to keep, that I wasn't donating. And this month I'm not doing a lot of donating. Possibly this weekend I will do some to donate, but my focus honestly is rolling the extra care bucks that I have, and I've got about $46 worth, rolling them forward so that I don't have to coupon for a couple weeks while I'm on vacation, and that I'm not going to have all of my coupons or all my extra care bucks expire. So right now I have $20 in cash cards, and if you don't know what that is, it's a gift card basically from CVS. But what you do, they have in these cash card deals where you spend $30, you get a $10 cash card. The benefit to that is it doesn't expire. It's not counted like extra care bucks, so you can, anybody can use it. You can use it on any card. I can give it away, I can donate them, I can do whatever I want to do. It doesn't make a difference. Sorry, I'm merging here. Nobody wants to let me in. Are you freaking kidding me? Sorry, this is a rough merge this morning. I'm going from 70, which is a major highway, to 270, which is another major highway. And we have to kind of merge over to get to the exit. Thank you, sir. So, he didn't want to let me in, but he let me in. Anyway, so my goal, honestly, right now, the next 2 weeks, is to do the cash card deals and roll my paper ECBs, which have a 2 week, 3 week, month, something expiration, into cash cards, by utilizing the points and earning back the points on these cards. And that way I don't really have anything to worry about. I'm just, you know, they're not going to expire. If I don't, I can take a break. I can, you know, not worry about them losing the money that I have built up. So that's kind of what I've been focusing on, not necessarily doing all the freebie deals, but kind of getting these things rolled over while also getting things that my family can use. Excuse me, coffee in the morning. Well, that was attractive. I'm also trying to get twofold. So I go away in June, the first week. Well, the first week into the second week, I'll be gone. And then I'm home for a couple weeks, and then I'm gone again over the 4th of July. And on that trip, I'm going with it's our girls trip, or as my little cousin used to say, girls trip. We are doing a little whirlwind softball tournament for the young one into Chicago for a couple days of touring and Cher the musical. It is a musical, like a Broadway show representation of Cher's life. It spans from 1963 till now, I believe. There are 3 actresses that will play Cher at different points in her life, and it's pre-Broadway, so it's in Chicago, right? It'll be in Chicago June and July, and then it will start up in December on Broadway. And we really, really wanted to go to see it on Broadway, but tickets haven't even gone on sale yet. We don't know if we can get tickets. If it turns into be like a Hamilton situation, we'll never get tickets. Much more expensive. We'd have to fly. I'm only 6 hours from Chicago. I'm 9 hours from New York City. Hotels potentially could be more expensive, and we've never been to Chicago. So, and this opportunity presented itself with my cousin, who normally every summer they take their kids to Florida to visit her mom, but they also do like little summer trips and things. You know, it's very important to her to take the kids places and show them and culture and experiences and things like that. Like, that's important to her, and I love her little nuggets, so it's important to me. And we've done many a trip together, but this summer both of her kids are in these traveling softball, baseball, whatever camps things, so they don't have any trips planned this summer, like for full weeks. So when this opportunity to kind of piggyback a baseball weekend, or I guess it's softball weekend with touring someplace we've never been, we're like jumping on it. Absolutely, we are on this. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Well, anyway, so I'm putting together some goodie bags for the 4 of us, mostly for Addison. She's 11 or 12, I can't really remember, but I was picking up, and if you watch my Dollar Tree hauls, you'll see the things that I was picking up. Just little activities for the hotel, mostly to keep her occupied at nighttime if she's bored, and there's some things we'll all do together. And I got her a couple books at the dollar store, which I hope she enjoys. You know, if not, I told her mom, just donate them, give them to the school, give them to somebody who will enjoy them if she doesn't. So kind of packing for 2 trips at one time, but not necessarily packing for Chicago weekend, mostly just collecting things. So I have this huge, like, foldable banquet table set up that has so much junk on it. It just needs to be put away or dealt with. So I'm kind of in the process of that. I had to clean out my linen closet, because if you have a linen closet, you know the things that creep into that closet and left to die were scary. Like, I went through medicines and pulled out things that have expired and things that I didn't use and I haven't used in a while, so I kind of just cleaned that out so that now I can put the things away that I've purchased and, you know, can use, or not necessarily have to use. Some of it's like first aid things that expire. You have to check your first aid kit. I try to do it once a year because things do expire, and when they're expired, they're not going to necessarily hurt you, but they're not going to be as effective. If, you know, like antibiotic ointment and things like that. Not that I get scraped knees all the time, but in the winter time, my fingers crack. And I have found that if I put like a Neosporin or some type of antibiotic ointment on the crack and put a Band-Aid on it, it will heal faster. And, you know, I'm diabetic, so I have to be careful if I have any type of an open wound to, you know, monitor it and keep a Band-Aid on it, an antibiotic or something, so that I don't get an infection, because that could be dangerous for me. So yeah, I've been doing some housework and things. Today I'm having coffee, and I'm not going to tell you that I love it. I love coffee. I mean, in general, I'm a coffee drinker. I think you figured that out if you've seen any of my podcasts, or vlogs. This weekend at Target, they had their Archer Farms coffee, the 1-pound bags. I don't remember the deal, but you bought 2 and they ended up being $5.99 each, which is good. So I bought 2, and I'm like, oh, you know, I like flavored coffee, so I got a hazelnut, which I love hazelnut, so that's a no-brainer. And then we were kind of looking at the different options, and they had mocha. I'm like, oh, I've never had mocha. Let's get that. Ugh. It has the weirdest after side taste. Very acidic, kind of, I'm not really liking it, but I'm not going to waste it. I mean, it's a whole pound of coffee. So today I put a couple drops of peppermint to do like a peppermint mocha, which I love. I didn't put enough peppermint, but it definitely is helping with that weird taste. And I don't know what it is. I mean, not to gross you out, but you've thrown up and that after acidy taste, it's kind of like that. It's strong acidy. But the peppermint, I need a couple more drops tomorrow morning. We'll work our way up. Peppermint is not something you want to overdose yourself on. So I'll try 5 drops tomorrow. I have it in a glass bottle that in the winter time, especially like around Christmas, I love peppermint mocha coffee, and I love just dropping peppermint in like hot chocolate or whatever. So if you've ever seen, I'm not sure, a lot of people haven't, but at Whole Foods I buy a sweetener. It's called liquid stevia, and it's just pure stevia, and it comes in a brown glass bottle with a dropper, with a syringe, you know, like a eyedropper in the bottle itself is how it comes. So whenever I finish one, I keep the bottle in the dropper for my essential, like, flavorings, not essential oils, but flavorings. Like I have a caramel, I have coconut, I have a maple extract, that's the word I was looking for, and I have vanilla, but that's in a bigger bottle. And they're very potent extracts that I have, and so just like the peppermint, you really want to control how much you're putting in. So every time I finish up a bottle of the stevia, I wash it out, let it dry, and then I can put either, I haven't figured out yet if the dropper lid will screw onto the extract bottle, or do I need to pour the extract into the glass bottle and then just get some label stickers and label what is in the bottle. Right now the peppermint's easy because it's the only one I have that's in a separate bottle, so that one's pretty easy, you know, in order to figure out what it is. But I have several others, and they're 0 carbs, 0 sugars, very, very minimal ingredients other than the pure extract. They were not inexpensive. It's another reason you just don't want to be wasting it, but it's very potent. And so this week I made some keto cookies, and you know, the almond flour, oat fiber. So almond flour has carbs, oat fiber does not. So I always cut the recipe with the oat fiber, eggs, and butter. I'm trying to think what else, and some sweeteners. And so this week I took maple extract and put a little bit in there, and they're delicious. So I just try to, like, you know, I'll take the same base recipe and flavor it up a little different. One weekend I put coconut extract in them and some chocolate chips made with stevia, also from Whole Foods, also very expensive. But in my world, it's worth it. You know, I don't buy a lot of processed foods. I don't buy a lot of expensive groceries. I eat meat, mostly dairy and produce. So when I want a treat of some sort, I need to have the ingredients on hand. And I don't have them all the time, but they are keto approved. And so I feel good about it. The chocolate chips I get at Whole Foods are Lily's brand chocolate chips. I think they're $8 for a bag. Now, you know, most chocolate chip recipes call for the whole bag or half a bag. I don't do that. You know, if I'm spending $8, I'm gonna get 4 batches And in some cases, they're double batches of the cookies. Now, you don't get as many cookies as you would in a Toll House recipe, obviously. But, you know, I'm putting 1/4 of a cup instead of 1 to 2 cups in a recipe. So, an $8 bag will last me quite a while. You know, it's just something I budget in. So, if one week I don't have a lot of groceries to purchase for whatever reason, then I can budget in, hey, I'm going to run to Whole Foods, I'm going to grab a bag of chocolate chips. Boy, that was a whole lot of tangenting this morning. Squirrel, I must be in a talkative mood. All right, I'm almost at work. Thanks for joining me and making my ride in this morning. Nice. It was actually great. Traffic wasn't bad. I'm going to be super early, which is good. Okay, by super, I mean like 15 minutes, which is, you know, still good. Have my breakfast heated up and get to work. So you have a great day. I'll upload this probably as soon as I get to work. And I will see you later. Bye.